Okay, video 2 of my series of the dog's point of view, and this is also more language, and there's a ton of secret language that dogs have, body language. They're all about body language. That's why they respond so much better to the hand signals as opposed to our voice. Which is why when I teach a dog a skill, I'll say the word 3 times before using the lure. So sit, 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 down, down, down. And eventually they realize what the word is, because the hand signal doesn't mean anything if your dog isn't looking or running away, right? So here's some simple body languages, and you're going to be surprised as you listen to this list, and I'm going to do a little bit each time of things that you wouldn't even know mean something that actually do. First on the list is turning the head or looking away like this, and they just kind of stand there like that. This is, I'm not a threat to another dog, or you're making me uncomfortable. Often a dog does this if another dog is fearful or aggressive and they're telling the dog, I don't want to get into a fight with you. But they also do this if a person is yelling at them. They'll turn their head and say, you're making me uncomfortable. So keep that in mind. Softening the eyes. This one is usually what a dog does to another dog when they approach, almost like a smalling of the eyes a little bit, droopier eyes, and it's showing a person that they're not a threat and that they are kind. So when a dog smalls the eyes at you, they're saying, I'm okay to approach, letting that dog know. Because, and the next thing on my list is the hard, direct stare. Now, when dogs' eyes get big, that's usually a threat. Hard, direct stare, frozen, eyes are big, means I'm going to get you. Now, I've taught bite prevention in the schools, and of course, kids' eyes get really big and they look at a dog, and this is why kids get bit a lot. They get bit a lot because they're threatening the dog without knowing to them. So I always tell kids to smile with their mouth closed, and it makes their eyes small, and it helps the dog understand. So turning the whole body away, that's telling another person or a dog that they're too tense. And it's another calming signal, basically saying, I don't want to get into it with you. I'm going to turn my whole body away right now. I don't want to fight. And it's a way of telling that person or dog to calm down. Licking the lips. Licking the lips is also another way of calming themselves down when they're feeling a little uncomfortable with something. I often see this when I go to a client's house and they're petting their dog and the dog starts to lick their lips. And at the moment they let go of the dog turns around and starts wiggling in joy. You listen to me. They're so happy when you actually listen to what they're trying to say. Therefore, if you're petting your dog, maybe they don't like to be pet on the top of the head, or maybe you're petting them too rough or by the butt where they don't like. If they lick their lips, let them go and watch the reaction you get. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Licking another dog's mouth or a human's mouth is actually a fearful submission. So, they're a little nervous about maybe a person or a dog being angry at them. And so they lick the lips to say, I'm submitting to you, and that's, I'm not going to mess with that. I respect what you asked of me, and I'm done. Now, there's also something called wrinkling of the nose, and you might see some dogs do that like this. They're wrinkling that nose. That's actually a fair warning. That means if you don't stop what you're doing, I'm going to bite you. Now, there are several warnings. My Cocker Spaniel teaches puppies language so they don't get bit. The first sign is the whale eye. And that's all the whites showing, and they're giving that big whale eye, okay? Second sign is the wrinkling of the nose, like that. And then all of a sudden, bite. My Cocker does whale eye, wrinkle the nose, yap, yap, yap. And then the dog goes, ooh, the puppy. She teaches puppies. Next time the puppy comes near her, she gives the whale eye, and the puppy arcs away. So she saved that puppy from getting bit in the future by a dog giving all that language and it didn't read it and getting bit. So watch for that one. Now, the body crouched or low is very nervous or stressed. Anytime the dog's low to the ground, tail is usually down or under, ears are back, game over. Whatever is happening at that moment, and they're panting, the dog has shut down. Okay, you've got the dog low, the ears are back, the dog's panting. It kind of looks like, from a layman's perspective, that the dog's chill. It's just hanging out, panting. It's not. This is a dog that is the most likely to bite you if you mess with it, okay? It's very unhappy with whatever's going on at that moment. Get the dog out of there, and try to calm your dog down, okay? Freezing. Now, this is also a calming signal if nervous. A dog will freeze and freeze and turn the head, not move, to tell a dog it's not. Now, if two dogs are freezing next to each other and the tails are stiff, that could be the sign of a fight. So they're frozen, the tails are stuck, not moving at all, and all of a sudden it goes down, boom. You can, once you see that, break them apart to avoid the altercation. But sometimes freezing is to invite another dog to play. So sometimes they'll go up side by side, but you'll see the tail wagging, deet, 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 more to the right, of course. And they're just kind of feeling each other out, and then they start to play, bow and play. So that's a good one. Walking very slowly is also another language that dogs use, usually when being yelled at, to calm you down. So if you're calling the dog to come, but you're frustrated with the dog, and then you're even more frustrated because he's going slowly to tell you to calm down and to chill out a little bit. It's very interesting to watch, actually, sometimes. Now, bowing. Bowing is not always just for play. It's also a calming signal. So sometimes you see dogs play and they bow and they did, but sometimes if you raise your voice, or if another dog is getting a little angsty, the dog will bow. And that's basically saying, you need to chill. And I take it with a grain of salt. My cocker has done some of these signals at me if I was a little upset. And it makes me look at her and go, oh, you're so right. So we want to respect the bow. Sitting and laying down are both calming signals, usually to another dog or a person. So if a dog is nervous or fearful or aggressive, or a person is angry or whatever, the dog will either sit and then laying down is the crown jewel of all calming signals. That's basically like, I am so calm right now. I'm not going to fight with you. I don't want to get into it. And I want you to calm down as well. Okay. So that's that next series of language. And these are a lot of calming languages, and there's more to come. So see you next time.